Are these the kind of people you want welcomed into Britain? People who shout, "This is the end of England," whilst they are on a dinghy on their way across the channel? I'm not sure I want the red carpet rolled out for these kind of people who despise our country so much that they want to take over it. We're going to look at this exclusive from GB News, where they have translated a video that they have got hold of migrants saying this is the end of England this morning on a dinghy. But before we do so, let's take a look at one of the other pieces of footage that they got hold of these people on this same boat throwing their passports into the sea.
Let's have a look at this exclusive footage obtained by GB News with what appears to be individuals on a small boat in the English Channel. Here we go. You can see it on your screen. And they are doing what appears to be, they're throwing their passports into the sea. Look. A group of men, it's always men, in life jackets, look, throwing their documentation into the channel.
There we go, folks. Okay, we are often told when it comes to illegal migration that we can't possibly stop these boats because there are some people who cannot apply via legal routes because they have no documentation, because they have no passports, and that these people coming across on the boats, they have no possible way to apply to come to this country legally because they have no passports. Well, very clearly from that footage, plenty of them have passports. They are simply choosing to chuck them away so that we have no idea when they are processed by Border Force who is coming into this country. Yes, there do also exist. Here's some nuance, folks. I know the lefties don't like a bit of nuance, right? Yes, there are people who do not have passports, okay? When I went to Syria, I went to the Kurdish part in the north of Syria, those people there, they are not allowed to have any paperwork, any passports. They cannot obtain it, and consequently there is no ability whatsoever for them to apply to get out of Syria via legal routes. They're either stuck there or they find a gang to get them out of there illegally. Okay, that's the only option for them. Okay, and I feel for those people. But clearly, there are plenty of people who could let us know who they are so we can have some basic security. But they don't. They throw it in the ocean because that is what the gangs tell them. That is standard protocol. All of you are supposed to chuck away your passports. We don't know who they are, and we don't know how old they are as well, which means that we have got a bunch of blokes who are adults, who are claiming to be kids, because that means you're definitely going to have your asylum application approved, who are then put into schools with our children, with girls who are underage. They go to school with them. Okay, we've got enough problems with migrants from local migrant hotels standing outside school gates, wolf whistling girls, looking at them inappropriately, but actually putting them in the classroom with them. You have got to be joking. Now, let's go back to the article in this GB News exclusive, where in the other video that they've translated it for us, because you won't understand it unless you speak Arabic or whatever language they are speaking in the video. So they've translated this other video, which is from the same boat. Well, that's what it looks like, saying, "London is finished, London is finished, Rosie Khan has finished London." The guy then waved the camera to the camera and mentioned a man named Ahmed, saying, "Bring him, Ahmed, bring him safely." And then, in another video, which seems to be on this same boat, which is crossing this morning is my understanding, one guy is heard saying, "This is the end of England." We also have another video that is going around, folks, of people also saying this is the end of England. Let's take a look.
Officially, England's over. Allahu Akbar. Yeah, what are we lining up for? This is historical. This is historical. I don't see this for Fajr. Guys, we went down a whole alleyway and it's still...
Now, I don't know if they are lining up there for the mosque or for the GP surgery at 8 AM. I don't know. Probably the mosque. But as you can hear from these people, well, it says on the caption of this video, "We have taken over your country. England is over." He says at the beginning, he says, "England is over. Allahu Akbar." Let's listen to that one more time.
Officially, England's over. Allahu Akbar. Yeah, what are we lining up for? This is historical.
Are these the kind of people we want to bring here, roll out the red carpet for, support, give them all the benefits and everything that they want? If they are people who are boasting about the fact that they've not integrated in our country, they've taken over it. And I recently saw, folks, I didn't do a video on it because the whole documentary is long, but there was another American guy who came over to the UK to do a YouTube documentary on the Islamification of Britain, and he's interviewing a load of Muslims living in the UK, asking them about what direction they want the country to be in. Do they want Britain to become a Muslim country? Do they want Sharia law in the UK? And loads of them are like, yeah, of course, it's only a matter of time. That's the path we're going down. That's what we're hoping for. Like, they say it in such a pally, relaxed way, like it's normal. Like, it's not an extremist point of view. I do wonder how mainstream is this. I mean, there has been polling done of British Muslims asking them how many of you support Hamas, how many of you would like to see Sharia law implemented in the UK. I think this was polling by the Henry Jackson Society. I can't remember the exact figures, but it is scary. Also, folks, very good reporting from GB News today. We have got Christopher Hope, the political editor, speaking to an MP from Shropshire who has had the Home Office suddenly move 83 migrants into a street in that village, giving them these 250k homes that they were hoping were going to be affordable housing for locals that desperately need it. He is not impressed. The Home Office's approach, as always, don't tell anyone we're moving any migrants in, and hopefully we'll get away with it.
As you say there, the Sun newspaper today revealing how 83 asylum seekers have been moved into new build homes, and residents locally are upset and cross about this. Again, the lack of transparency, them not being told. The person fielding those complaints is Mark Pritchard, the local Tory MP for the area, and he joins me now. Mark Pritchard, what's going on in Stoke Heath?
Well, first